Alright. Coming to you live and direct. Look, I know it looks bad. I know it looks bad, nah? But I'm not mad at her response. I watched it earlier today. I'm not mad at her response. When I made my original video, I wasn't serious. I'll be honest. I wasn't overly serious. I was half serious, but not all the way serious. I wasn't mad at the things that she said about streamers and things of that nature, right? But when she clapped back against everybody that was crashing out like I was saving the man there, bruh, it was interesting to see. And I'm here for the aftermath of it. I have to see this through. You feel me? This kind of includes me. And I think we're lagging as well, chat. I try to be consistent and I lag. Oh yeah, by the way, there's no audio from her side for like the first minute or so. But you know the clip.
To what I said, and the other was just someone playing a clip.
Yeah, I couldn't hear that part. I don't know. But anyway, let's get straight
After I
to
uploaded
it.
this video, there were some reaction videos that I saw on TikTok and Instagram, and honestly, I only found two. One of them was someone actually reacting, responding to what I said, and the other was just
You think she found my video, chat? You think my video is the one she found?
someone playing a clip of what I said. Honestly, that was expected because the YouTubers and streamers are not going to take it lightly. They're going to find offense, or they're just not going to be happy with that stance, which is
I didn't take offense per se. You know what I'm saying? Trying to make it on this social media platform type beat, right? Because the reason why I didn't take offense is because I'm not gonna lie and pretend like we don't need people in the real world doing real difficult things like building bridges and shit. We need those niggas. We need them. We do. I'm not gonna pretend like we don't. So her point there was super valid. You get me? But I think I don't even think she was talking to me per se. I think she was talking to the generation below me. If I'm being honest, I don't even think she was talking to me because I went to high school and I passed. I got a bachelor's pass, but I have a distinction to my name leaving school, and it's not life orientation. You get me? It's a real subject. You feel me? That's what I'm talking about. I went thing for I got my IT little qualifications there, bruh. And I'm getting certifications and shit. I've been through school. I've been through the levels of this shit. So I do not fit in the categories that she's pointing out personally as a person. I don't fit in those categories. I don't think I fit into the age gap that she's really referring to most of all. You get me? I feel like I'm just in this zone where it's like it could be you, but it's not you really. It kind of maybe flew over my head, not in the sense that I don't understand it, but it flew over my head in the sense that the message isn't directly for me.
valid because this is how they make their money and this is how they live their lives. I'm going to react to the clip that I attached to this video, and then afterwards I'm going to reiterate what I already said. I'm not going to try and explain or try to convince someone to see what I was trying to say. I'm just going to emphasize it, that's all. Firstly, I absolutely love when they play the unemployment rate card because young people really love that one. And not because it's not necessarily true, but because some of them really use it as an excuse. One of the contributing reasons as to why the unemployment rate is high is because the jobs that young people want are not available to them. They spent a lot of money going to university, bent themselves backwards, trying to get a degree, only for them to not get the jobs that they studied for. The jobs that they...
You know, a lot of people mention this, right? So when I look at everything right now, and in terms of how our whole education thing is going, I wonder why we still offer degrees when we have an oversupply in certain fields, like business management or something, bruh. I think right now, if I'm not mistaken, some of the most useless ones, and I think marketing as well is one that's like overly saturated. So my question is like, why do the institutions keep, why do they even keep the curriculum up? You know what I mean? Surely, if there's a shortage, we promote those, and where there's a surplus, we stop giving those for a generation or two. You know what I'm saying? And Aaron said something very important. Aaron said it's not that people don't want to go to school, right? Because schools are full, and all schools are full except for like the private institutions, because I guess they're more expensive. I guess they don't have as much prestige as the public. You understand? But those are all full. They are backlogged. Even in my year, when I left school and everything, every single school, like the applications were hundreds of thousands of people, each and every single one of these public universities type of thing. So I wouldn't even say it's for a lack of people wanting to get into school. You feel me? And at the same time, for people to study what they want, a lot of people, again, another personal anecdote that I spoke to, was saying things like, as long as I get into the school, I'll switch majors while I'm in the school. A lot of people were saying that, but the person that said that is still doing what they're doing right now, or that they started like 4 years back, 3 years back. You feel me? They're still studying that thing. In fact, they're doing their masters now, type beat. You feel me? Niggas didn't change it. And that's gonna be one of the useless degrees.
Dreamt that they would get. They went out into the world and realized that their degrees are not in demand. They went out and realized that they have a lot of competition because a lot of people studied for the same things. Some of them realized that their degrees are outdated.
I think a lot of people don't even know why they go to school as well. I think we need to remember this. People don't know what the point of school is. People don't know why they go to school. The point of going to school is to get a high ticket skill so that you can go and use that skill in the real world to make money. The whole point of school is to get a skill to make money. At least that's how I see it. So a lot of people are out here getting the same skill, not realizing that them and like 5 other million people have the exact same skill, but there's only like 500,000 jobs. You know what I'm saying?
That is the reality of it. It's not necessarily that there's no jobs for these young people. It's just that the jobs that they dreamt of, studied for, are not accessible to them. Some of them didn't go to university because of financial reasons, but there are some jobs that they are not willing to do. For some reason, they want to see themselves behind a computer in an office. The young people that
Like this is another thing I will touch on because I want to give a very respectful amount of time into this video because I was very much playing around the previous video. Of course, there's jobs people don't want to do, right? That's always been a thing. I'm not gonna pretend like it hasn't, but now more so than ever, it's a thing because now we have the advent of social media and you get to see other people's lives. You get to see people live the high life for even like 1/10 of the effort that you put in. You know what I'm saying? Imagine this, right? Imagine you are a doctor, right? You're a doctor. You make, let's say, 500,000 rands a year, right? 700,000 rands a year. Fuck it. Let's say that, right? And then you see me, Jules Santana, pull up. Not a doctor, a nigga on the internet, and I make 3 million rand a year after tax. You make 700K a year. You study for 7, 8, 9, maybe 10 years in some cases. You're this surgeon of doom. Whatever the hell you are. You're this, esteemed member of society. And all that time you spent learning this skill, I spent that time putting my face on the camera and I make more money in a year than you will in 3 years. Eventually you're gonna get paid like higher and higher and higher as the years go by, you get more experience, right? But that doesn't mean my earning potential is gonna be capped. I'm gonna keep making money. And the sad thing is, right, this is what I'll say for people that are getting these jobs and everything. The sad thing is, once you retire, you get your pension, they tax your pension, right? Boom. Maybe you're 60 years old, you got 5 million, right? 60 years is 5 million. You stop right there unless you open a business. Me though, who's been on the internet, who's a brand at this point, at the age of 60 years old, Nivea is still gonna hit me up and say, Mr. Jules, we'd like you to do a campaign for rah rah rah. Alcohol company is still hitting me up saying, Mr. Jules, campaign for rah rah rah. Why? Because I have 40 years in the bank. 40 years of being in the public space. My brand is 40 years strong. Depending on how I build it, of course, right? So even from a longevity standpoint, I can still get work without actually having to work. You understand what I mean? So it's very attractive to like say I wanna be a social media nigga, type be a social media star. It's very attractive because bro, brands can just hit you up, bro. Brands are hitting up old Siv and them. Siv gets online and talks about Guababa and brands are paying him money. He talks about Guababa. What the fuck does Nivea know about Guababa? You know what I'm saying?
that I know are not willing to work at McDonald's. That time they failed matric. If you went to school, passed matric, went to university, did what you needed to do, and still can't find a job, it's not your fault. We empathize with you. It's a very sad reality.
And I'll say that about the McDonald's thing, right? Listen, I've never failed a grade in my life. I've never failed a single grade in my life. I've never failed a module in my life as well. A lot of people come from universities, they have horror stories about failing modules. I don't know what that feels like. I've never failed a module. I've done bad, don't get me wrong. Never failed one though. You feel me? So I'll say this much about all of that. I'm not above getting an entry level job. You know what I'm saying? Just because you see me on the internet type of thing, you see me here with my my bonnets and my durags and my turbans and my football jerseys and everything was Man United yesterday, whatever. I'm not above doing that. This is where I'll agree with her when people my age are above entry level jobs. Not all of them. I see a lot of Bruce Nakasi packing shells right now in pick and pay and shit. It's like nigga, I'd be happy, making some level of income as well, bruh. Nigga, to pack shells, you're getting paid what 3,000 rand, 2,000 rand to pack shells. And your work is a walking distance away from your posy as well. You know what I'm saying? That's for someone who's like 20, 21. That's like 19, 18. That's a good deal. Someone who's just fresh out of school, dog. You could use that money. You feel me? Oaks, one thing I'll say is, don't be afraid of, don't be ashamed of where you start, bro. Don't be ashamed. Even if you wanna do this YouTube thing, bruh, you're gonna start at 0 subscribers. You're gonna start at 0 this, bruh. You're gonna get 1 view, and that view might just be you on your second account. It's gonna happen like that. It will. You start a business, your first customer is gonna be your mom. Like that's what's gonna happen. It's always embarrassing in the beginning. It's ugly at the beginning. It always is.
But what are we going to do about it now? Now that we're at this point and we see how life is and we see what is going on, the reality of the country, the reality of the workforce, what are we going to do now? Sometimes young people do not want to accept reality. Sometimes they don't want to accept redirection. That maybe the path that you thought you were going to take to success was this one. But it turns out that one is not working. That one is going to take forever.
I think the reason why we also have a very hard time of adjusting to reality is because we've been primed to just follow this path, right? So I, like a lot of people now, have been told by my parents, right? So okay, go to school and like just do well or do decently type of thing, right? Okay, fine. Get into a university or good school. I didn't get into like a massive university or a good school or anything like that, right? I didn't do, you know what I'm saying? Whatever, it's fine, but still study higher education. I got into a college. I did my education type beat, right? Boom. And now they say the next step is to get a job. There's people out there that did it perfectly, better than I did, right? And still didn't get a job. And I think that's where a lot of issues come. That's where the disconnect comes. It's like, well, I followed the plan. It came together. I made it work the way, even better than what you anticipated for me, right? But I have no remuneration for it. Everything I was promised, quote unquote, air quotes promised, hasn't come to me. I think that's where a lot of people feel like they have a raw deal. You said if I do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I get X outcome. Nobody has told these people or us as this generation, the generation before me, nobody's told us there are no guarantees. Nobody owes you anything. You can do everything right and still lose. And I had to learn that the hard way. You know what I'm saying? I've had to learn that the hard way. You can do everything correctly and still lose. And once you are able to accept that the outcomes are never certain, you will be, you know what I'm saying? You will be better braced for adversity.
But there's another way. Maybe you're supposed to start off in places that you never thought that you would be working in. Take jobs that you never thought that you would take.
Try and tell someone who has a master's in civil engineering that a master's in some thick ass subject, bro, in mechatronics or whatever the fuck, bro. Like, tell someone who is supposed to be a plastic surgeon, tell them that they need to go work in McDonald's and flip burgers. They're gonna look at you like you're crazy. But I understand what Sihleey is saying, and I accept what she's saying, and I think she's right in saying that you gotta start somewhere. But I also understand their side of the situation where they're like, wait, hold on. I have studied for 8 years of my life. I am a qualified surgeon. What do you mean I gotta flip burgers? I have studied for 6 years. I am a qualified architect. What do you mean I gotta sweep floors? You know what I'm saying? That's kind of the mentality in it. It's like, wait. I'm 300,000 rand, 500,000 rand in debt. I am an electrical engineer. I have a master's in this thing. I spent 5 years of my life, 6 years of my life chasing this one thing. You're telling me I gotta sweep the floors at ShopRite? What? That's the mentality of it. That's what they think.
in order to get where you want to be. We know it's not easy, it's not fair, but sometimes you need to do what you need to do. Secondly, we
You
have to
gotta
be
do
honest
what you
about
gotta
why there's a
fight and
sudden
do.
rise in young people wanting to be YouTubers, wanting to be influencers, wanting to be famous, wanting to be streamers. We need to be honest about that because the statistics have been showing that young people are gravitating more towards YouTube. They're gravitating more towards the digital world. And we can't say it's because unemployment rate is low. We can't say that is the sole reason why young people want to be streamers and YouTubers. We can't say that all of a sudden everyone was born to be a YouTuber and a streamer. We can't say everybody tried and tried. They tried the education route. They tried working in places where they thought they would never work, and they told themselves that they need to push and one day they'll get to where they need to be, and then they failed, so they decided to be a YouTuber and a streamer. We can't say that. Apart from the people that have always wanted to be digital creators and they always felt that they are called to be creatives, we also have the people that just saw that, it looks like here, that's where the money is. I can also do this. I saw so and so making videos, pranking, talking about this, did a podcast, and then they blew up. I can also do the same thing. I also want to do the same thing. It's not
Okay, let me let her
necessarily
talk.
because they've always known and they feel a sense of purpose that they want to go out there and make content. That's why I was saying that I don't fully blame these young people for wanting to go the social media route. It's
And at the same time, let me like when you see Luluto Peanuts, right? Some kid, and I say this with no hate in my heart. I say this with no jealousy or malice. You see this is a kid in high school. He's not particularly talented. He's not special. He's not smart. There's nothing about him that's like wow. There's not like bro. When like you're watching football and then there's like a 14-year-old that's just better than everyone else, so good that he can play against 19-year-olds and still look very good. That's special talent, right? I watch him and I don't see any of that. I don't see no special talent. In fact, I don't even think he's a good YouTuber. I've seen some videos. I tried. He's not good. He has a good phone and he comes from a good family. But nigga, my neighbor has a good phone and comes from a good family. Your neighbor has a good phone, comes from a good family. Nigga, everybody has bro. Not everyone comes from a good family, no, but like, if that was the entire requirement, then everybody could do this. That's what the mentality is, right? So you see this kid and you're like, he can do it. What about me? Of course, like if he can do it, fucking I can do it, nigga. They don't know that he got fucking lucky, and luck always has a part to play in success, right? But you see something like that and you're like, wait, hold on. If you can do it, of course I can also do it. He's making more money than. Imagine watching a 18-year-old make more money than your mom or your dad. Doing something that you can do for free as well. Relatively for free. You know what I'm saying? You would lose your mind and you would bite someone's hand off if they said you should do this as well. That's why niggas are attracted to Forex and YouTube and Twitch and things like that. Low entry things with infinite financial potential. Like the bar is on the moon. You can make all the money in the world, change your entire neighborhood's lives at a very low cost. But if you're not super lucky, you need to be extremely skilled. That's what people don't see. And that's what people are striving for. They're like, yo, maybe I can get super lucky. Okay, maybe I didn't get super lucky. Am I skilled? Yes or no? Okay, let's take it from there. You know what I mean? But that's how I see it as well.
because that's what is promoted now. Our role models are YouTubers. The people that young people are looking up to, they are streamers. They are on social media. It's no longer the doctor.
I never looked up to no streamer or YouTuber in my life. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. Like, even these revolutionaries, I didn't really look up to them. The people I did look up to though is the likes of your David Goggins, your Robert Greene, people like that, your 50 Cent, like even Vusi Tembakwa. I look up to the bro. Rest in peace, DJ Waters. I've looked up to him a little bit as well. You feel me? I really messed with the things that he was getting up to. I have like my own personal heroes. Robert Kiyosaki was someone that I really like looked at. I was like, wow. Kentaro Miura, someone like that, he's fucking genius, rest in peace as well. I looked up to people like that as well. People that just master their crafts. You know what I'm saying? People that are just able to just get cerebral with it and just master what they're doing. There's a couple of people, I don't want to go on forever, right? Upon people that have a very big impact on me and my personal life. But that's very like niche things, right? I can never say I can watch fucking Aiden Ross and be like, fuck man, I want to be like Aiden. I'm not gonna lie with Aiden. You know, of course Aiden is entertaining, but Aiden as well is like I don't see it. It's not particularly smart, doesn't particularly stand out. He's just a good you from a good family with a good phone. You know, and he had a good PC. But he had that motion going on and Aiden either, you know what I'm saying? Some people just it's just the perfect storm. And we can't hate and I'll never hate on that. But for these young bulls, these young kids, for them to look up to these streamers and the like, right? I don't I don't support it. Really. I don't support it. It depends on the streamer. There's some streamers that are like, bro, you can look up to this guy and your kid will be in safe hands. But then there are other people that are fucking diabolical, like, bro, there's some people that are just fucking degenerates, bro. Speed was a degenerate. Speed was a complete degenerate. Guy was setting fireworks off in his room, bruh. Doing like, bro, he was doing backflips on his table and shit. He was a degenerate. And then obviously he's calmed down now, he's matured, his brand has matured a lot more. A lot of these streamers, YouTubers, other people, they're very soulless people. You know, a lot of them are degenerates. So I wouldn't really say, you know, I wouldn't support my kid looking up to them. It's like it's gotta be somebody special, you know what I'm saying? Like Jules, nigga, you know what I'm saying? Like
doctor, the engineer, the lawyer. This is showing us how the bar is so low when it comes to our society and when it comes to role models, people that influence our young people. Back in the day, it used to be the Nelson Mandelas, the Malcolm X's, the Martin Luther Kings,
shout out Malcolm X, bro.
the Alexandra the Greats, the Julius Caesars.
I mean, Alexander's a great did conquer many. He conquered the whole continent, if I'm not mistaken. I think yeah, he had the biggest Roman Empire, right? Yeah, Julius Caesar didn't get stabbed in the back by his own court. I'm rambling. Besides the fucking point.
Men that had to sacrifice for the greater good of the whole world or the country or their community. That's
I'm not gonna lie though. Like I understand what she's saying. You know, we used to look up to great men, great people of upstanding positions in society. I'm gonna say why I think that isn't the case anymore, or maybe it's just a personal anecdote with this. Even when you look at your Alexanders, your Julius, your Malcolms, your Martin Luthers, a lot of these are very thankless positions. And the modern man is not taught to sacrifice himself in that manner. And why would he? Why would I sacrifice myself for that when like for a thankless job when bro I can't even get a girl that's not gonna cheat on me and you want me to do the self-sacrifice thing. You know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, if you want me to self-sacrifice myself, there are certain things that I gotta have guaranteed. What am I sacrificing for? If I'm sacrificing for my family and I know my wife loves me and my children love me and my family is good, I will sacrifice myself. But I'm a kid. I'm a young man. I don't have children. I have a family, of course, that I want this to pop off so I can help them. But when if bombs start flying overhead South Africa, I'm looking to evacuate first and foremost. But if I have a wife and child, the first thing I'm gonna do is, damn, okay, someone give me a rifle. You know what I'm saying? And even then, if we're a good family, good God fearing family, and my wife isn't cheating on me with Tom, Dick, and Harry, I'll do it. If my wife is forsaking me and is on this adulterous thing, I'm taking my kid, I'm getting on a boat, I'm fucking off somewhere else on the dinghy. That's just what it is. I'm not dying for no hoe. I'll die for my wife though. And the other thing I'll say is, man, I know I'm going crazy here. I'm going loud, like deep in this whole thing. The older I get, the more I look at these upstanding, like modern upstanding people of society, right? You look at your lawyers and all this other stuff. and your doctors and things like that, and you realize the most corrupt people. Oaks, this is South Arm. I can pay a doctor like 500 rand for a sick note and skip 2 days off of work and still get paid for that. This is South Arm, where people go to home affairs, dog, and you can bribe somebody for a young ID, boy. This is South Arm, dog, where lawyers are forging signatures and forging notes, allegedly, in my opinion. This is South Arm, dog, where the Pushiris of this world are paying accountants, dog, to cook the books. This is South Arm, dog, where surgeons and doctors and all these other pruelas are looking at you like, oh, you know what, man, if we cut this guy here, we're gonna say it was his fault, he damaged himself, and then we had to do extra operation on him, so we can just charge him an extra 50,000. Remember that whole thing? I'm not sure if it happened here. I think it happened in America. There was a guy, yeah, who before he went to get, cut up there under the knife for surgery, bruh. Someone recorded the entire session, like not like video recording but voice recording, and the doctors were saying some dumb shit like, "Oh, we can make extra money if we do X, Y, and Z to this person," type of thing, and they commenting on this guy's body, on his dozu and everything like that, bruh. The fuck, bro? And that's happening in other countries as well, bro. Like the fact that can just happen, bro. There's corruption everywhere. These upstanding people in society are doing the most. I think the medical field is the highest cheating field, or if not top 3 highest cheating fields. Upstanding members of society cheating on their wives and husbands, destroying their own families and destroying other people's families. I don't want to be like them. You niggas are sodomites. I don't want to be like you niggas. These niggas are completely immoral. They cheat on their wives and husbands. They damaging people. They're hurting people. A doctor will look you dead in your eye, dead in your face, like, yeah, this is incurable. You're gonna die. And then when you're not dead in 3 months, like, doctor, you said I was gonna die. I'm like, oh, I don't know what happened. You just healed somehow. What did you do? Nigga, you tell me. I paid you. You tell me, nigga. You tell me. I watched a very beautiful podcast, Iman Gaji on Jack Neal podcast. Iman had a terminal illness last year. And they told Iman Gaji that this thing is gonna have him on a wheelchair and fucking dying. That's what they told Iman Gaji. You know what he did? He's like, nah, fuck that. I'm not gonna go out like that. Changed his diet and everything, bro. And he said the thing became more tame. It didn't cure him, but it became more tame. He's no longer under threat of being wheelchair bound. He's no longer under threat of that. The doctor said the guy it was certain that he was gonna lose his life. The doctor, this is, Iman Gaji is over $100 million in net worth, went to the best doctors in the world. They told him, you're going to lose your life. This is the highest level of the profession. They said you will lose your life to this. He said, fuck that. I'm going to do Bantu education and I'm just going to save my own life because you can't help me. These are the upstanding members of society that you pay your top dollar to, your top rand to, and they fuck up your life. Do I really want to be like them niggas? Undertaker, yeah, bro, Chad, come on. So I understand people that look at the doctors and the lawyers and the accountants of this world and say, bro, I don't want to be like these fucking guys. I'll tell you one thing for sure, bro. If you're like these guys, guess what's gonna happen? One day, after you're 57 years old, you've had a stellar career, one day, some crime syndicate boss is gonna come to your table and say, my friend, I want to pass cocaine through your country, my friend. What you are going to do is you're going to keep quiet and you're going to keep the transactions going. Ha! And you're gonna be like, no, I can't do that. You're like, okay, then I go take your family. I go take everyone you love and care about, and then they're going to lose their lives because they do not want to cook the books. Now all of a sudden you're a criminal. Not even because you want to be a criminal. Just because you did your job well. You're a criminal now. You can't even go to the cops. They can't protect you because these niggas are paying the cops too, big boss. You're in a catch-22. You're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. This is the thing that people don't see at the highest ends of society. It's fucked. The only way you can avoid these people is if you go over them, which means you need to make so much money in fields that they can't penetrate. You need to make deals with like the Saudi niggas, because no syndicate can mess with those guys. They have too much money. They're too rich. But if you want to make money the ethical route and the chill nigga route, and bro, there's a nightclub mafia in South Africa. If I start a nightclub right now, people are gonna come to me like, hey, I'm fine, I pay protection fee or we darken a nightclub right now. But there's no streaming mafia. There is no YouTube mafia. No one can come and confiscate my Wi-Fi and say, hey Baba, if you don't give me 50% of what you make on Twitch and YouTube and Instagram and TikTok and your brand deals, I'm gonna clear your Wi-Fi, I'm gonna cut the wires to your fiber. No one's gonna do that. Because you have to find out where I live first. And even then, after that, bro, I can still buy mobile data, dog. It's still cheaper than paying you. Other businesses, someone can cut you off at your knees anytime they want just by threatening you. This is one of the only businesses in the world. This is online services, is some of the only things in the world where people cannot cut you off at your knees because they have to find you first. It's very difficult to hide a building. It's very, very difficult to hide a building. Easy to hide my IP address though. I can hide my IP address though. If they even know what the fuck that is. Why wouldn't I be attracted to making money online?
That's what a role model was when they told us about noble men. Men that are worthy of praise. Men that are awarded, are respected. They told us about men that sacrificed something, that got out of their comfort zones, that left their homes for the greater good of their country or their community. Those are the role models for young men and women. We were taught that you need to bring value to society. Life is not just about you. If you want to be someone that is respected, that is noble, someone's life had to be changed just from listening to you. Someone's life had to be changed because you visited and you did something in that community. That's why even celebrities at that time, celebrities were not just people who were living a soft life for themselves, posting pictures. They were people that were giving back to the community. They were people that were showing us that life is more than just making money and being comfortable.
Facts. We need to bring that back though. We need to bring back like empowering our own people, like on cap. Like we need to bring back just doing things, even if there's no financial gain to it. You know what I'm saying? You don't not every time you gotta flip a dollar.
And living your best life. Life is about other people. It's about the betterment of the people around
Love your neighbor.
you, the betterment of your country and your world. But now we don't have that anymore. Now your role model is I Show Speed. Now
if your role model is I Show Speed, you're cooked. You're absolutely cooked. If Speed is your role model, you're cooked. Like it's shy for you.
role model is a streamer who's just shouting, who's just saying whatever. So no wonder you want to be like them, because that's what you see. That's the model of life that you're given to strive for. So of course our young men,
You know, she says shouting, and I just went on a whole rant there. I'm not even sure if I shouted. I'm just a loud person in general, so I can't really tell sometimes when my voice goes up. I hope I wasn't shouting though. Like I'm not trying to fall in this category as well.
are going to start making videos after matric. There was nothing else that they were thinking about. There was no other options for them.
What I will say though to everybody that does want to make videos, you can definitely make videos and study full time. I wish I started my channel when I was studying, bro. Like 2022, I could have been doing this. 2023, 24, 25, I could have been doing this whole thing. 25 I was. But yeah. But the other years I could have been doing this, bro. And I wish I did. I wish I had. And you can too. And most niggas do.
This was always it. I also want to make money by just talking nonsense all day. I want to make money by dating girls and posting those videos on YouTube and getting people to react, get people to be invested in this relationship. This is what I want to do with my life. So if there's young people that say these YouTubers and streamers are bringing value to my life, because now I can see that I don't have to go and work a 9 to 5. I don't have to work at McDonald's. I don't have to be sweeping floors at a company just as a startup. I don't have to be doing that.
Wait.
I don't have to be sweeping floors at a company just as a startup.
Wait, no, starting a business that fills a gap/need in society. You know what, Chet? I'm a businessman at heart. Like since I was a child, I've always been, that's my calling. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like that's my calling. I genuinely, I know what my purpose is. Like I'm a businessman. I know that. I know that for shit show. You feel me? Like this. Like I just trust me. I know. And without revealing too much, this is part of the. This is an avenue towards it. Let me say that. I'm not gonna say this is part of the plan. I wasn't always planning to be here, but this is an avenue towards it. And I feel like God is cooking. He's cooking something that I can't see yet, but I can try my best to peek around the curtain. You feel me? It's just what it is, though. You feel me? And businesses, that's the point of a business, to fill the gap in a human society. Business is supply and demand. I did economics in school. Business is supply and demand. Business is legit when demand meets supply. That's it. You're just filling in a need. If people want to have fish, right? Either I fish and I sell them the fish, or I make nets and I sell them nets, or I make fishing rods and I sell them the fishing rods, or I make boats and I sell the boats. Either or, people will get fish somehow, or I can do all of the above. You know what I'm saying? Either or, people will get what they want, and I'll make money off of that. That's what a business is: demand and supply and demand. And this can also be seen as a business in the sense that people want entertainment. Guys, understand that this is the new television. You know, gone are the days of almost, okay, now let me not say specific channels because I don't want to get in trouble. Gone are the days of channel 101, channel 301, channel 297 and all that. That's a random ass channel. But now you have Jules Santana on YouTube, nigga. You have Jules, nigga. Now you have Hotshot Air. Now you got Sonabile. Now you have Tepe. Now you have Ngosi Amandebele. Now you have Amari. My second channel is Jules Live. My channel is Jules. But if you click on my channel and you see what it says, add Jules TV. That's what it says. Jules TV, Jules Television. This is the new television. This is your entertainment. This is your infomercial. This is your Saturday night. Our parents used to watch Friends. They used to watch Dawson's Creek, Generations, things like that. You watch Jules. You watch Aaron. You watch Domingos. You watch Fargo. You watch El Tito podcast. Our parents used to listen to the radio. We watch Lex Friedman and Joe Rogan and listen to those. I feel like this is also a natural progression. So with Sihleey, I feel like this is the evolution of television. You know what I mean? This is the new cable. You get me? Yo, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up, man? What's up? Brooklyn Blair, I feel like I've seen you in the chat before. I can't lie.
I don't have to be doing that. I can just be a YouTuber. And when they're saying, oh, this thing is not easy, it's not easy to blow up.
Hey man, listen, if you followed, I would have gotten a notification, man.
It's not easy. These equipments are expensive. Don't think that YouTube is easy. Streaming is easy. It's not easy. There's a lot of money
How you doing? I'm good, man. I'm good. How you doing?
that you need. There's a lot that you need to do in order to even just break through, to have people know you, to blow up. I beg to differ. Yes, I can acknowledge that equipment is expensive. It's not cheap to buy a camera that's going to follow you around while you are doing these pranks, or to set up your podcast and talk about the things that you're talking about.
Okay, I'm going to put people on game right now. If you want to make pre-recorded videos, it's cheap. It's cheap. It's basically free if you want to make pre-recorded videos. If you want to stream, that's expensive. I spent damn near 10,000 just on setting up this whole thing right here, right? And that's just off of my own money, off my own back pocket. If you want to make pre-recorders, that's free. If you want to do a podcast, that's probably gonna cost you like damn near 30,000, depending on how the level of the production. The videos Sihleey makes, these are like dirt cheap. That microphone is probably less than 200. The phone costs whatever it costs, but everybody has a phone, right? The Wi-Fi, everybody has Wi-Fi now. So we can't really call that cost towards the business, because you have those things even if you want a content creator. The only thing she really bought was the microphone. Everything else is free there, and she's there alone there. Yeah, so that's cheap as shit. Oh, you play any games? You play COD? No. Nah, man. Not playing no games right now. What are you saying in the chat? Your sound keep bugging out, fam. I think I'm lagging. Wait, let me listen to myself real quick. Let me go to this thing real quick. Let me listen to myself. I think I'm lagging though. You play COD, I love it. Bro, like, I don't play COD. I used to play COD. I haven't played COD in years. I can't lie to you, bro. I haven't played COD in years, bro. Ever since Warzone came out, I haven't played COD. I haven't played a single Call of Duty ever since Warzone came out. By the way, I do some cool art stuff, bruv. Bruv, don't show me any of the art stuff, bruv. Don't show me like, bruv. You like it says in the channel rules, don't come here selling shit. Don't sell me nothing. Don't sell anything. Don't sell nothing, bro. Brooklyn, you been here like 3 times, bro. Didn't I ban you one time and then unbanned you? Didn't I put you on timeout for trying to sell me shit? How do y'all avoid burning out with this streaming shit? I'm exhausted. It's exhausting, you know. You pull up here, you know what I'm saying. You know, you have like you got a few niggas on your YouTube stream and a few niggas in your Twitch stream. You feel me? And you're trying to put them together now. You get me? You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you pull up and 10 people in the chat. Sometimes you pull up and 0 people in the chat. Sometimes you pull up, you have 3 people in the chat and 2 of them are trying to fucking sell you art. Nigga, I have my own art. Thank you, Brooklyn. I have my own art. Right? It's just weird. Like, the only thing I can just say is just get in the habit of hitting the go live button. I've just gotten into the habit of posting. I've just gotten the best quality content that I think I have. I think I have fantastic content. That's why I put it up there. Lama, Brooklyn's just trying to sell some. Brooklyn, I don't know, man. Brooklyn, bro, like, Brooklyn needs to buy 10 avocados and stand by the side of the road and he'll start making money. Like, with the amount of energy he puts into selling right now, bro, you could sell his soul for big. I'm joking. Don't do that. Brooklyn could if just buy 10 avocados, stand by the side of the road, and you'll make more money doing that than you will doing what you're doing in my chat. I'll be honest with you, bruv. I'm not trying to cook you or nothing like that. How you avoid burning out though? I mean, the editing is crazy, dude. But nigga, I'm burnt out right now. I'm burnt out right now. I'm like Brian, bro. I'm burnt out right now, bro. I just don't care that I'm burnt out. You know what I'm saying? I have a goal in mind. I gotta get to 500 subscribers by like June. I gotta get to like 1,000 subscribers by maybe August. I gotta get this shit monetized. I'm trying to get to at least a decent amount of Twitch. I'm trying to get at least consistently maybe 30 people in the chat at the same time on Twitch right now. And I'm starting somewhere. Fuck me, bro. It's like that, bro. I got goals. I got shit to do. I'm tired right now, nigga. I'm tired. But I got shit to do. You feel me? And if I had a job right now, I'd come back from work and I'd still do this shit because when I was in school, I still came back and I did what I was doing. Tepe got only 5 people on live stream right now. Tepe's fucking tired. Tepe does this shit all day, every day. I do this shit 2 to 3 times a week. Every single time you see me post 7 videos in a week, 6 videos in a week, 5 videos in a week, I recorded all of them in one sitting and I edited all of them on the space of 2 days. Tepe is live every day, even on Sundays. Tepe doesn't go to church. He goes on stream, and he's studying. Exactly. Tepe doesn't go to church. He goes on stream. He prays, streams, goes to school. That's all Tepe does. Tepe doesn't paper. He doesn't date. He doesn't do anything. He just streams. Goes to the gym sometimes, I'm sure. That's what it is. That's what it is. Like, it's what it is, bro. You just gotta put your energy around this shit. That's what it is, bro. That's just what I've decided to do, and I've gotten 300 plus subs off of it. W grind for real. Yeah, bro. Listen, bro. Dreams do come true. You could win if you want to. What you saying in the chat? I'm saying in the chat. I can't hear Big Boss is back. Yeah, bro. Like, I hope I stop fucking lagging, bro. The audio better fix up. Let me finish this video.
Maybe paying for these apps that help you make quality content or paying people to edit for you, etc. is expensive. I understand that, but I don't think that
That's very expensive, but that's giving employment. See, if you look at it right, paying people to edit for you and make thumbnails and things like that, you're employing someone. That's an employee. You're giving back to the economy. You're not just a selfish prick at that point. You are actually adding to the GDP of this country in some way, shape, or form. You have changed a family's life because guess what? You have given someone an income.
blowing up is that hard. I think blowing up is hard if you have
Wait. How many people blow up on a daily basis from one viral video? That's not blowing up. That's going viral. Blowing up and going viral are two different things. I've had an Instagram reel. It was linked to my Facebook and I deleted that Facebook account, so it's back to like 1,000. But it went like 300 and something thousand, and the next one went like to 200,000, right? I remember this one because it was like one of the last ones I posted before I went off to December, and it went crazy, right? Before I deleted the Facebook, now it's just at like 1,000. Now that shit goes back to like 700 views, 200 views. Blowing up means you are established and you consistently do what you do. You blew up. You're at 21,000 subscribers right now. You have blown up. But you also went viral what you're doing right now. And you've gone viral before. Virality is moments. Blowing up is consistency. It's what it is. Shout out Brian. Brian's found in the chat. Shout out Brian Savannah. Shout out everybody in the chat actually.
you have models, if you're trying to bring real value to society, it's not easy. If you're trying to toe the line,
As soon as you hire someone to make your thumbnails and edit for you and everything, then you have brought value to society. Facts, you cooking, shout out. As soon as I employ someone and I pay that person money, and I pay them money, and they can use that money to buy bread at home, I have contributed to society. I've done something different. I've given you the power to feed your family. That's what it is. I've contributed. Whether it's me being a dickhead online or whatever, I've helped, I've contributed, I hired you, I feed you, and you feed your family. Off the back of the paycheck that I get, that I give you a percentage of.
if you're not trying to risk, if you're not trying to say degenerate things, then it's going to be hard for you because you're not grabbing their attention the way that you should.
I mean, for me, I'm not trying to do the degenerate shit. I'm not trying to be crazy or whatever like that. I'm always gonna grow slower than someone that's doing fucking fireworks in their bedroom. Or that's out here saying like things for shock value. I don't say shit for shock value, I'm real. My content is me being real. It's the only thing I know how to be, myself. So come on.
I've said this before, a lot of these YouTubers are succeeding because they bring shock value. They're succeeding because they're willing to do whatever it takes. They're willing to say whatever it takes to grab attention. They're willing to do whatever it takes to be entertaining to young people. You need to study what grabs people's attention. You need to study what keeps people entertained. And you can see the formula that, oh, okay, these young boys that do this and this and this on social media are always getting the views. They are getting the money. They are getting the brands. So if you want to get there, you need to do what they're doing and more. If you're trying to get people to read books, to be critical thinkers, to not believe everything they see on social media, if you're going to try to get them...
Who's she subbing? I don't even say she's really like subbing nobody. I feel like she's just trying to point out a greater issue within society.
To do better in their own personal lives and to not be deceived by social media. If you want to get them to live lives that have principles and values and morals, you're not going to do so well. So if you think me and you are doing the same thing, that's fine. That's you. But
I mean, she's right on that point that, you know, if you're trying to do it authentically like I am, like she does, you're always gonna grow slower than someone that is sort of just, it's all about mommies and all that other stuff on their channel. Listen, there's nothing wrong with having mommies on your channel, but if all you do is just thirst over girls, you know what I'm saying?
But I'm saying we are using the same platforms, but we're not doing the same thing. That's why we're not living the same lives. That's why our outcomes of the internet are not the same. The chances of me traveling, going to Dubai and getting LV bags are very low compared to the other girls. And not because I don't believe that one day I can go to Dubai or one day I can own an L.
Do you disagree with her overall point though? I think it's more complicated than that. I think there's some parts of it where it's like, I understand. I feel like for the people that maybe she is speaking to, it's true, right? I think the inauthentic content creators are really the people that she is speaking on. I take zero offense from what she's talking about because of the content I make and the messages that I push and the person that I am on and off the camera. I don't take any offense to this. That's why I'm able to entertain this conversation. You feel me? But my job here is not to dismantle Sihleey's argument. It's to add context to it and to add on to it and give people the real about it and to give my real honest opinion. She says something about people saying things for shock value and attention and things like that, and this and that, right? And they'll say this and all sort of stuff so they can keep your attention. The fact of the matter is, people's attention is money. Look at social media platforms. They have everyone's attention, and they're multi-billion-dollar things. Look at the movie industry. Look at Netflix. Netflix makes money off your attention. Your attention being you watch their show. They make money off that. Big companies pay billions of dollars, hundreds of millions of dollars to buy your data. Your data, so that they understand your searching habits, your browsing habits, what you do on your phone, what you give your attention to. And they try to sell you things based on what you give your attention to. Go on Google right now and type how to make your bed. I guarantee you, over the next week, you're gonna see ads of duvets, sheet covers, pillows, bed stands, king size beds, queen size beds, single beds. Attention is currency. I always say this. Attention is currency. Listen, the fact of the matter is, right, when I get to like 5,000, 10,000, 50,000 subscribers, I have an audience, right? And I only really need 1,000 of them to fuck with me, the real way, like the long way, and I'll never be poor ever again, or I'll never be broke ever again. Who the fuck is calling my phone? Who the fuck is calling my phone, nigga? Putting this motherfucker on mute. Oh my goodness, no ways, Oaks. Either or. Give me a second. Yo, my bro. I'm live right now. Yeah. This guy's not serious, bro. Always, dog. Always have a good night, my dog. No, nigga, I'm live, nigga. Oh my goodness, this nigga, bro. Like niggas unserious. Niggas said block them, bro. Niggas unserious, bro. Blocking me, bugging. Bro, that's my drill. That's my homeboy, dog. But on the real though, like I only need you only need 1,000 people to fuck with you, and you'll never be poor in your life. You'll never be broke in your life. Why do I say this? Because again, like I said earlier, I'm a businessman at heart. That's my calling. I look at Hotshot Aaron, right? If Hotshot Aaron was to make a brand right now and say this is the HSN tracksuit, priced at 800 rand, 600 rand, let's just say. If 1,000 people bought a 600 rand tracksuit, that's what, 600,000. Minus business expenses and everything, he might have 100,000 rand left over. You can 100,000 rand and your rent is like 7,000 rand, overhead costs and everything, say 12,000 rand. You've bought yourself a few months of life off of one merch sale. And you make money on other platforms. Every time the tap runs dry, you can just drop something. And then you can make permanent store at Shopify. And then you can run transactions and other things on Warp. And then boom, boom, boom. All of a sudden you have a store, an online store and everything. You know how to handle inventory, packaging, everything like that now. Now, the bigger you get, the bigger your business gets because there's more eyes on your business. You start selling things. You have an audience. You start selling things. Maybe this month 1,000 people bought. Maybe this month 50 people bought. It doesn't fucking matter. You still make thousands each and every single time people buy. And this is how YouTubers become millionaires. Because they are in this for business. The richest YouTubers are businessmen. They leverage what they have over here and they make money off that. You feel me? And they hire people and they add to society. You can't run a business without employees. You know, at a certain level. Once it gets too big, you need employees. Otherwise, you can't do it. You only have 24 hours in a day. You use 8 of them to sleep, 6 of them to sleep. But man, that's my 2 cents, bro. I like wearing my boys merch. I want to build a Shopify store to put the different brands on there and link it to my YouTube channel. Do that. Do that. Do that. Do that. Do that. And Brian, I would say you should start another YouTube channel, right? Or you have one. You have the other one, right? I would have you funnel all like as many of your subscribers as you can to that second channel, and on that channel post maybe one or two types of content. If it's a music channel, post your music. If it's a vlog channel, post your vlogs. If it's interviews, street interviews, post street interviews. If it's reactions, post reactions. Post one kind of content on that channel, you know. And once that channel is at a certain level and the algorithm knows exactly what it is, then you can start, just dripping a vlog here or there. Put two different channels, you feel me? That's my advice. You're a bigger creator than me. You got more, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like when I look at other like at big YouTubers and things like that, man, they have separate channels for separate things. Like, bro, I remember just Eddie G would have his main channel, a vlogs channel, and I think some other channel, bro. Some niggas have three channels, bro. Three channels, three different things. Iman Gadzi, another nigga I look up to, he has three channels: a business channel, a main channel, and a vlogs channel, and like a flex channel, whatever the fuck, bro. My shit's all over the place, which confuses the algorithm. Well, then you know your problem. But the beautiful thing is you grew your channel to the point of 10,000 subscribers. You know how to grow. Once you, bro, it's like anything, bro. Once you kiss a lady, dog, the second time you kiss a girl, it's way easier. The first time you get a girlfriend is the most difficult. The second time was easy. It's like that. Just like with I feel like building a channel. The first time you get 1,000 subscribers is difficult. The second 1,000 is easy. The first 100,000 is difficult. The 200,000 is easy. Once you do something once, doing it again is easy. You feel me? I feel like that. But yeah, chat. W stream. I need to go fucking step outside. I've been inside the house all fucking day editing. I actually spent my entire day editing. I won't even cap. My entire day was spent editing, and I only have one video tonight because this video is so big, and I had to talk about this Sihleey thing, because I didn't give this video the respect that it deserved. And today I feel like I gave the respect it deserved. I might not even post this video. I might not even post it. You dropped on YouTube already. Yeah. And there's another video that's gonna drop tomorrow as well. And then I'm gonna be back to streaming on Thursday most probably. But watch out for your notifications, man. I might stream again tomorrow. But yeah, I already dropped on YouTube. Let me see. Did I actually